All right, so we're going live today. See who wants to join in. Turn this down a little bit. Fan on. Hey DJ, what's up, man? DJ, how's it going? Pretty good. Right now, I'm watching Walker, Texas Ranger. Awesome. Matt Singer, what's up, man? Matt Singer in the house. Well, I've already gone back and rewatched Spider-Man 3, so I've got to sort of prepare for that. I'm hoping it's gonna be this week. I just got to pick a night to do it. And this morning I've already gone back and rewatched Hudson Hawk, which is a fun movie, and that's another paid request. Um, so it's gonna be up this week. I have to pick a night, but they're coming. Let me see here. Total Meltdown 2, what's up? How's it going, Ross? Doing good, just sitting back and watching a little bit of TV. Scotty, what's up? Retro Scotty, doing good. Hey, Matt. Rainbow Raff is in the house. This morning I've rewatched Hudson Hawk again, which is a fun movie. I do like the movie. Die Hard 2 or Die Hard 4, which is better? I gotta go with Die Hard 2. What's worse, Terminator Genesis or Dark Fate? Probably Dark Fate. Favorite MCU phrase? I'm not sure. But yeah, with Spider Man 3, I'm trying to pick a night to do the rant. It could be tomorrow night or, you know, uh, maybe Tuesday night. And then after that will be Hudson Hawk, which is a paid request for James. And I don't know if he wanted me to tell his last name, but I'll be doing that for James. Yeah, I saw your live stream. Sorry I missed it. But you were talking about like some list of top 100 greatest movies and the top 90 or whatever. And I like the movie, but I wouldn't throw that in there. Okay, you say Genesis is worst. I have to go with Dark Fate. What if Jason Sudeikis got casted as Popeye? I would not want to see it. But Empire's website list of top 100. Yeah. Yeah, I don't understand that. Infinity War number 8. Oh, really? Chad Cancelton's in the stream. You're not going to get out of the stream, Chad. You're not getting any spotlight here. Not today, Chad. You're problematic. It's my brother. He's messing. Don't worry. No, it's fine, Scotty. It's just I know who. It's my brother. He's just messing around. 9 Blu-rays. Oh, that's cool. Is that Black Friday? Yeah, yeah. That's my brother. He's messing around, posing as Chad Cancelton. His sense of humor. Grand Theft Ruben, what's up, man? But yeah, go away, Chad. Nobody loves you. Doing good. He's having a little bit of fun here, posing as Chad Cancelton. So I know you haven't seen the film, but your thoughts on Home Sweet Home Alone with the stuff you've heard on it? Well, I mean, I have seen somebody haven't seen Home Alone 4 or 5, but that was pretty god awful. I'm like, I feel bad for these characters. The, I'm like, I feel bad for these characters. The kid is a prick. The lead kid. I'm just talking about the character. Yeah, if Cliff Curtis is a good actor. David Lynch. I don't mind David Lynch. Ever seen the horror version of Jack Frost? Haven't seen that. Robert Wagner, I don't mind as an actor. That'd be cool. I've never seen that. I've never seen Wanted Dead or Alive. That's on my to watch list. Most overrated Christmas movie. I don't know if there is one. I mean, people might say A Christmas Story, but I disagree with that one. I mean, like I still like the film. I can still watch it. Most overrated. I don't know. I mean, I have to think about that one. You said A Christmas Story. Yeah, I mean, it's a film that is replayed and replayed every Christmas. I mean, but I still like it. It's a Wonderful Life. To be honest with you, I never really seen the film all the way. Just a little bit of you know scenes here and there. You can watch it for free on. Oh, it's on Tubi. Okay, Wanted Dead or Alive. Let me see here. Trying to see if I missed a comment or a question. Yeah, but I've never seen that. Sorry to hear that, Scotty. But it's hard for me to say it's a Wonderful Life because I never really uh seen the film all the way. Ready for your fight between McGuire, McCryer. Yeah, yeah. Just wait, it's coming. On Training Day, Dark Blue, and Harsh Times. Yeah, Training Day is a great movie. I haven't seen Dark Blue. I've heard good things about the film. I haven't seen Harsh Times. Right now, I'm watching Walker. Yeah, I mean, in regards to Rugged Hauer, I've seen Split Second. That's a really good movie. Blind Fury's fun. The Hitcher's great. He's great in Blade Runner. I really miss that guy. I wish Rugged Hauer's still with us. And there's some other films too that he's been in that I want to check out. No, I did not watch the editor's cut of Spider-Man 3. Yeah, I have to check out Dark Blue. I don't think I have that movie. Or I don't know. I don't think I have that movie. Yeah, Split Second's a great movie. Is it out on Blu-ray now? Split Second? And I could be wrong, but didn't some company put out Split Second on Blu-ray? Black Christmas I haven't seen. Yeah, I mean that I want to get the Blu-ray. Are we back yet? Are we back yet? Are we back yet? Are we back yet? Okay, we're back now. Sorry about that. Um, Let me see here. Now that we're back, Sorry about the hiccup and connection there. But I was saying that I would say my favorite of the Raimi Spider-Mans is the second film. But I definitely want to get that split second Blu-ray. Um, yeah, Rugged Howard was very he had a lot of charisma, very versatile actor. Other than Arnold, who else could have you seen in Jing All the Way as Howard? Um, I mean, why not Sly? I don't know. I mean, it's hard to take out Arnold in that film. Bobby, what's up? Yeah, YouTube. I've never read the Donald Duck comics. Rudy Voller, I don't know who that is. Flash Flex, what's up, man? Yeah, it's the government. But Flash Flex, what's up? Worst Arnold performance? I got to go with. It's either between Hercules in New York or Mr. Freeze. Yes, Turbo Time. Why do you think nobody's ever made a fan film of the Man with No Name series? I don't know. That's a good question. Sammo Hung, I like Sammo Hung, but I can't see him inching all the way. I just wanted to drop by to say hello. Hope you have a good week. Good luck recording the Spider-Man 3 review. Yeah, I hope I survive it. Um, but I'm gonna pick a night this week to do it, even though I have work. But uh, I will definitely let you guys know when that happens. Play whack-a-mole with, have a whopper with, and do prank calls with Jeff Goldblum, Patrick Starr, Jonah Hill. Um, I'll play whack-a-mole with Goldblum, have a whopper with Patrick Starr, do prank calls with Jonah Hill. Yeah, Mr. Freeze and his stupid puns. Why do you think there was never a spoof movie parodying 80s action movies? Well, I mean, didn't Hot Shots? I mean, wasn't Hot Shots sort of a parody of that? Hot Shots Part 2, which is a lot of fun. I have the second one, but I don't have the first one. Yeah. Hercules in New York, I know it's a comedy, but it's god awful. Lucy's doing fine. She's not in the room right now, but she's somewhere playing around. Funny how YouTube disrupted the stream for Fabio, but they protect people like Chris Stuckman. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm surprised. Yeah, they never. Why didn't they make a Hot Shot like a Hot Shots Part 3 back in the day? Yeah, Last Action Hero. That's a great one. Yeah, I just cut mine today. Um, it's almost a buzz, but it's not to the skin. So, kind of channeling a little bit of Ripley in Alien 3. But yeah, it's not so close to the skin. I just wanted to trim it off. Trim a lot of the, my hair off right now. I don't watch a lot of Chris Stuckman stuff. Favorite Marvy. What's a Marvy? Movie car chases. I don't know. I mean, I had to think about that one. Yeah. Play GTA and going to Hawaii and have a dance with David Cross, Johnny Candy, Michelle Yeoh. I'll play GTA with David Cross. I'll go to Hawaii with John Candy and have a dance with Michelle Yeoh. Go disco dancing, play golf with, have Jumbo Jack. What's a Jumbo Jack? Travolta, Eddie Murphy, Homer Simpson. If I knew what a Jumbo Jack was, um, Well, you have to go disco dancing with Travolta, play golf with Eddie Murphy, and I guess have a jumbo jack with Homer. What would happen if you cast Hulk Hogan and Christopher Lloyd in Batman and Robin? I was frozen today. It would be like a Suburban Commando reunion. Uh, no, not never. I mean, maybe at one point I thought about joining the military, but I honestly don't know what the cutoff is. I mean, I'm already 32, so should kids under 12 be allowed to watch R-rated movies without parents? I mean, I guess it depends. Why do you think Bill Murray and Sean Young never got along during Stripes? I don't know. I mean, what's the backstory on that? Game Driver, never. I think I've heard of the game, but I haven't played it. Jumbo Jack. We don't have Jack in a Box around here. Speaking of Travolta, do you know? Do you think he's acting over the top, or is just an overall great actor? I mean, as a person, I don't know, but he's a great actor. I like John Travolta. Is Peter Jackson overrated? Maybe to a degree because of the Lord of the Rings movies. I much prefer his work like Dead Alive or The Frighteners. Yeah, maybe like the Army. Would have like at one point maybe, but I don't know about now. Sure, I would like to drive in the DeLorean, go back in time, or go to the future. Why did Bill Murray, Lucy Liu not get along? I don't know. I mean, I don't know what started it, the rift, but I've always heard about um, that story. Yeah, I don't like Travolta for the Scientology stuff, but as an actor, I do enjoy his work. Yeah, Lord of the Rings. Um, back in the day, I will admit, Fellowship of the Ring, I enjoyed, and that's one. If I had to pick a favorite out of the three, I would say that's my favorite. But nowadays I can't really invest into the films anymore, um, because I've expanded my horizons. And that's not to say they're not good movies or well shot movies or what have you. But I'm like, okay, I'd rather watch, you know, these other films that we're talking about. So, Bill Murray allegedly told Lucy Liu she can't act. Last good Bruce Willis movie to you, I would say, I'm about to say Looper. Yeah, I mean, that's cool you watched Robocop when you were young. I wish I did. Drop 30 anvils on dropping a pit of hungry crocodiles. Run over with the monster truck. Joe, can I get a what Kinnaman? Roman Polanski, Amy Schumer. Amy Schumer, I'll just feed to the crocodiles. I'll run over Joe, can I get a what Kinnaman with a monster truck? And drop 30 anvils on Roman Polanski. How does Apex, the new movie with Willis? Well, I haven't seen it. Is Bryce Dallas Howard hot? Uh, she's okay to look at. Yeah, Lucy Liu's gorgeous. Yeah, Karen Carpenter, good singer. I saw King Dong in theaters, almost fell asleep. Yeah, isn't that like 3 hours? I haven't seen that film in so long. Funny, I did see it when it came out, but nowadays I don't really care much for the film. What if there's a movie where an anti-hero character fights killer mannequin in stores and malls? I would be down for that. Is Travolta better as a bad guy or a good guy? Um, I would say a villain. I do like Drew Barrymore as an actress. Do you miss Karen Carpenter? Sure, why not? I mean, she was a good singer. King Kong versus Godzilla from the 60s, I haven't seen. The King Kong and Pringles commercial. Is Robert Patrick better as a bad guy or good guy? It depends. I mean, he's great in T2, but he's also great in Copland or Zero Tolerance, which I haven't seen that film in forever, but that's a good film. Movie covers that don't represent the actual movie. I don't know. You could say that about you could say that about a lot of movies. Play air hockey with, watch action movies with, and Ding Dong Ditch with Chris Rock, Stallone, and Milhouse from The Simpsons. Okay, he was a bad guy in Copland. I forgot about that. I'll play air hockey with Chris Rock. Watch action movies with Sly and Ding Dong Ditch with Milhouse. But I know he was in Copland. I forgot Robert Patrick was a bad guy in that. Yeah, GoldenEye is a great game. Favorite decade for everything. I mean, I guess the 80s. Yeah, Mini Me, Vern Troyer. Rest in peace, Vern Troyer. Sad thing, sad what happened there. Die Another Day doesn't deserve hate. I mean, to me, it's the weakest Bond film. And yeah, I mean, I know Fabio did a review of that. I don't care for the film. I it's just, I mean, there's some interesting like Halle Berry's good in it, but honestly, I mean, Halle Berry. Okay, I'll say this: Halle Berry is good to look at, but she can't save the movie. She can't save that movie. What would you like to drink? Ding Dong Ditch and Kiss with Maggie Chung, Joe Pesci, Rebecca Romaine. Uh, I'll drink with Joe Pesci. Ding Dong Ditch with Maggie Chung and Kiss Rebecca Romaine. Alyssa Milano, I like her as an actress, but as a person, I think she's crazy. Yeah, I do. For me, the world is not enough. That's where it started to go downhill. And Die Another Day, it just really, um, it was just more steps down. I do love the 2000 and 90s, 90s, the 70s, but I gotta go with the 80s. Yeah, Spectre. I mean, it's okay, but I can't remember anything about it. The Exterminator, haven't seen. Yeah, John Cleese. Yeah, Halle Berry and Die Another Day. She's nice to look at, but she can't save the movie. If you could teach your one thing to your future child, what would it be? Um, don't TikTok. How about that? I can watch A View to a Kill. Octopussy's not. it's not a good Bond film. You know, at that point, Roger Moore was just getting too old. And that's where he started to show his age, and definitely by A View to a Kill. Yeah, exactly. Throw in a giant blender, wrap in a barbed wire, slice in half. Rebel Wilson, Brian Robbins, John Moore. What did Brian Robbins do? But I'll throw John Moore into a giant blender. I know Brian Robbins is a director, but I don't know what he did. Die Another Day's better than any of the Craig films. I'll disagree because I really liked Casino Royale and Skyfall. I thought was really good. The feud between Murray and Ramis. Uh, I've heard about that. That it started from Groundhog Day, and apparently, they got together before Ramis passed. Um, they made what's the word I'm looking for? They made amends before Ramis passed, but you know I know there was some friction going on when they did Groundhog Day. Yeah, Alyssa Milano. Who would you like to play pranks with, carpooling, and skydiving with? Tom Arnold, Wesley Snipes, and Richard Kiel. Uh, Skydiving with Tom Arnold would be fun. Carpool with Richard Kiel, and play pranks with Wesley Snipes. Snake Flute, no. I like Casino Royale. Thoughts on the 2010s? I mean, it depends. I mean, that year you had the Expendables that came out, Red, which is a good movie. But really, like, I'm trying to think of, well, yeah, Dread, that came out in 2012. I like that. So it depends on the year, depends on the movie. Would I like to meet Zai Ma from Rush Hour? Sure. What about Ron Perlman? Yeah, I like him as an actor. But yeah, kind of what Scotty said right there. Ron Perlman's a good actor, but it just stop turning off people with your beliefs. Yeah, Daniel Craig was in Tomb Raider. I forgot about that. Would you like to have dinner with, climb up the mountain, training with Donnie Yen, Stallone, and Ty Trini from Power Rangers? Um, I'll have dinner with Trang. I'll climb a mountain with Stallone because, cliffhanger. He would be the perfect guide. And I would have, let me see here. And I'll train with Donnie Yen. Favorite genres of music? Classic rock. Yeah, Justice for Johnny. Yeah, stay off Twitter. Twitter, TikTok. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me see. Use an egg slicer on. Trample with a herd of angry rams. Drop a boulder on. Throw snakes at. So we got Joe Kinnaman, Harvey Weinstein, Aaron Taylor Johnson, and the Fairley brothers. What's an egg slicer? Okay, so I use an egg slicer on the Fairleys. Uh, I'll have Angry Herd of Rams, Trample, Harvey Weinstein, drop a boulder on Aaron Taylor Johnson, and throw snakes at Joe Kinnaman. Stranger Boy, what's up, man? Am I excited for the new Matrix? Not really. I mean, I'm just so, to be honest with you, I'm just so indifferent about that movie. I think it's just going to be a backdoor reboot. Yeah, I do want to check out the Suicide Squad, and I know Joe's in it. I know, John Cena is in the film, but I've heard good things about it. Okay, play the arcade, dancing the tango, and eating pizza with Bulk and Skull, Terry Hatcher, Victor Wong. I'll go to the arcade with Bulk and Skull. I'll do the tango with Terry Hatcher because who wouldn't? And eat pizza with Victor Wong. Egg Shin. My coworker told me he thinks Johnny Depp is partially, to blame because he's the man and usually women are less aggressive. Really? Aaron Taylor Johnson was in Shanghai Nights. Why do you think Daniel Craig gets so much hate as Bond? I don't know, man. I do like Daniel Craig. To me, he's been a good Bond. He's not my favorite Bond. I would say my favorite is between Roger Moore and Pierce Brosnan, but I don't think Daniel Craig's been bad. Yeah, Home Sweet Home Alone sucks. John Wick or Hitman with Chuck Norris. I gotta go with John Wick. Yeah, Terry Hatcher isn't a nice person. So you heard that? I mean, I haven't heard anything about Terry Hatcher. What have you heard about Terry Hatcher? Good actress. What if John Cena played as an Invisible Man? Well, we can't see him, so that would be the perfect role. I don't want to see his face. I don't want to see his acting. So, if they want to reboot or, relaunch the Dark Universe, get John Cena as the Invisible Man because at least we won't have to see him. Favorite type of film pacing: too slow or too fast. I'm in between. Well, it depends on the mood. It depends on the film. I mean, like I can appreciate a slow burn, but I'm always up for, a fast paced, action flick or, something with a brisk pace. So again, it depends on the film. Like, Casino, as an example, that's a film that is what, almost 3 hours, and I really enjoy the film. So, it depends on what I'm in the mood for, film wise. So I can appreciate, slower moving films, and I can also appreciate, like fast paced action. What's worse, Halloween 5 or 6? I gotta go with 5. What if Donnie Yen became Bond? I like Donnie Yen, but I can't see it. Terry Hatcher didn't get along with any of her co stars on Desperate Housewives. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Yeah, John Wiener can't act. He has as much presence as a piece of cardboard. It takes a certain director to make a film that's over 3 hours. A lot of directors nowadays don't have that touch. I agree. David Duchovny being canceled for doing beer commercials in Russia. Didn't hear about that. Are there actors or actresses that you used to dislike and now you like? Hmm. I will admit, Channing Tatum, I've warmed up to a little bit, but it depends on the film. Like he's good in White House Down, 21 Jump Street movies, but so you know, So it depends on the film. That's an actor that I didn't really care about back in the day, but he's done a couple of good comedies. White House is Down's a good movie. Shoot out of a cannon, force feed, Limburger cheese, used as a punching bag, trampled by angry guarding gnomes. John Moore, Peter Griffin, Harvey Weinstein, Kevin Spacey. Okay, I'll shoot John Moore out of a cannon. I'll shove Limburger cheese down Peter Griffin's mouth. I'll use Harvey Weinstein as a punching bag. Then have Kevin Spacey trampled by angry garden gnomes. Yeah, I didn't know Terry Hatcher was difficult to work with. I mean, she's very good to look at, but good actress too. What about dialogue heavy movies? I mean, it depends on the movie. Yeah, like I said, I used to watch Lord of the Rings back in the day. The first one more, like Fellowship, I would watch that quite a bit. But nowadays, I can't really get invested into the trilogy, into those movies. I would like to visit Belgium, Russia. Sure. Do you see them doing a crossover between Bond and Fast and Furious? I don't think that's going to happen. Dog. Don't know much about that. Yeah, I haven't seen Lucky Logan. Which director would you go a fancy dress party with? I don't know. Who would you like to dance the disco move? Um, Play sumo suit. Um, I'll dance with James Hong, like do a disco thing. Visit a circus with Tim Curry because he's been a clown before. And play sumo. I don't know, Nor Lum. I don't know who that is. What would really happen if the sun did diminish and die completely? What would happen? Uh, I'm not sure. Maybe we'd have to go to move. We'll have to go move to Mars. If that happens, Wild Man Beyond will have to pick us up, take us to take us to Mars. Date, punch, sue, throw away. Alyssa Milano, Shannon Doherty, Sean Young, Deborah Winger. I'll date. Gosh, I'll date Shannon Doherty, punch Alyssa Milano, sue Sean Young, throw away Deborah Winger. It's difficult to make a 3 hour movie that can hold your interest for the entire movie. Directors today can't do it. That they try to do it, and I think a lot of times it just comes off more, artsy. Trying to be artsy fartsy with it instead of developing real interesting characters, or they make a joke out of it. Like Blade Runner 2049 is a really good movie. That is almost what 3 hours. I thought that was directed well, handled well, well acted, and it looked great. John Wick or Hitman game. I I love the Hitman video games. Nor Lum is the real name of Aquafina. Okay, I didn't know that. Instagram. Yeah, I do have Instagram. Trailer for Dog is out. Okay, have to give it a watch. Throw in the trash. Movie 43, Ghostbusters reboot, knock knock. Throw them all in the trash and then burn it. Okay. Well, I like to visit Austria with Arnold, Yugoslavia with I guess Bud Spencer, and I'll go to Italy with Jackie Chan. Let me see. Start this episode here. What are your thoughts on the Joker movie? Great movie. I have it on Blu-ray. Did you know there's a town in Austria called fucking? I believe it. I like Avatar. It's over 2 hours long, but even then, I think the movie is overrated at times. Yeah, I don't care about Avatar. Bud Spencer's from Italy. Okay. Favorite Home Alone traps. Uh, and the first one I have to. Okay, the first film, the iron hitting Daniel Stern in the face. That's a good one. The second one, I would say my favorite trap is, uh, you know, Daniel Stern get electrocuted. There's also a town in Russia called Vagina. Yeah, it's probably a very moist, you know, city. The weather is quite moist over there. Have you seen Aladdin with Bud Spencer? I haven't seen it. Would I like to flamethrower Ghostbusters 2016? Yeah, see, whenever I mention that, film, I get my speech gets all fucked up. But yes, I would like to take a. If I had a flamethrower, I would take it to Ghostbusters 2016. There's a place in Turkey called Batman. Didn't know that. Name one food item you wish they served in movie theaters. Chicken wings. Yeah, Daniel Stern's a great actor. There's also a town in Canada called Dildo. I wonder if Matt Thomas knows about that. My Canadian friend, Studio Red Band. I wonder if he's heard about that. There's a town called Filthy Cox. Yeah. Started GoFundMe. Give John a flamethrower so he can burn Ghostbusters 2016. If you guys want to, I mean, of course, we're being tongue in cheek here, but yeah, rice is good. If we ever go live with Studio Red Band, I would ask him if he's ever been to Dildo, Canada. He might. I don't know. Have you ever seen the show MXC? Yeah, it's a really funny show. I used to watch and record on tape back in the day. But I think MXC's on Tubi, all the episodes. But yeah, this is a really fun show. I used to laugh my butt off. You ever been to a cinema that had a bar inside? I don't think I have. Yeah, it's fried rice soup, plick. Yeah, Lethal Weapon 4. Yeah, Lethal Weapon 4 is a good movie, good sequel. All right. Yeah, maybe this weekend we'll do another StreamYard. MXC's on Tubi. Yeah, I thought it was on Tubi. Would you like to visit Japan, Vietnam, India with Maggie Q? She's Vietnamese. Tagawa and Calpin. I'll go to India with Calpin, visit Japan with Kara Tagawa, and visit Vietnam with Maggie Q. There's a place in there's a town in Serbia called Koko. Many pancakes from the Netherlands. Do you know Mel Gibson promised Richard Donner that he would have finished Lethal Weapon 5? I'm kind of glad he's directing it. I mean, Lethal Weapon 4, I felt ended it perfectly. It went, you know, I felt it ended the series on a good note. I don't know what he could do with Lethal Weapon 5. And to be honest with you, I mean, as much as I love Mel Gibson and Danny Glover, they're way too old. Mel Gibson's 65, Danny Glover's 75. What exactly, even if, let's say, you did Lethal Weapon 5, how much is Danny Glover going to have? Like, what is he going to do? It's not like he's going to get into fights. He may pull out a weapon, a gun. He may can do that. I mean, Lethal Weapon 5 to me, it would just be, if it were to happen, it would just be, more so Mel Gibson. Danny Glover would kind of be in the back, like on the back burner because of his age, and he's limited to what he can do. As much as I love Danny Glover, but in general, they're way too old. I still like Mel Gibson. I like Danny Glover, but they're way too old. Common Rider, what's up? It would have been cool to see Jackie Chan as the villain in Lethal Weapon 4, but I thought Jet Li did a good job. Throw banana peels at force feed rotten fish. Use a flamethrower on Paul Feig, Kenny McCormick, and Tom Hooper. Who's Tom Hooper? I'll throw banana peels at Kenny McCormick. Use a flamethrower on Paul Feig and feed rotten fish to Tom Hooper. Yeah, Wanted Dead and Alive is on Tubi. Okay. I mean, they could continue from Riggs' son, Murtaugh's grandson, who were born when Lethal Weapon 4 came out. They could be old and should be cops now. But, yeah, like I said, I mean, I like the first four Lethal Weapons. You don't need a fifth one. Even if Mel Gibson directed, I mean, again, I have a feeling that it would just be more Mel Gibson and Danny Glover will kind of be like over here, not doing a lot because he can't really do a lot. This is not 1987 Danny Glover, let alone 1998 Danny Glover, which, again, I like Lethal Weapon 4. I like the finale fight. But even then, Danny Glover was what, 52? So it's fine, Kamen Rider. Did you know that Ryu from Street Fighter is based on a Japanese fighter? Didn't know that. Yeah, Lethal Weapon 3 is underrated. I would not want to send a bomb letter to anybody. And I know you're having fun here, Ruben, but I would not want to do that. Even though I hate Stephen Collins and Victor Salva are pieces of crap. But, you know, I'll just kick them both in the nuts. Thoughts on Strange Addiction TV show? I mean, Ruben's fine. I mean, but I don't know if I can answer that question. Uh, I've never seen the show Strange Addiction. Oh, you're fine, Ruben. Clifford with Martin Short. I did it back in the day, and um, nowadays I probably okay. I will say I liked Charles Grodin in the film, but it was a weird idea, kind of like Junior back in the day. But Martin Short, I mean, I like Martin Short. I like Charles Grodin, but it's just a weird movie. Yeah, I've never. I think I've heard of the show, but I haven't seen Strange Addiction. Martin. I didn't want a lot. I didn't watch a lot of Martin back in the day, but I like Martin Lawrence. Are we back yet? Are we back yet? Are we back? Are we back? Yes, we're back. We're finally back. I think Martin Short was messing with the stream there, or Uncle Martin. Rest in peace, Charles Grodin. When you first heard about Victor Salva, what was your immediate reaction? Disgusted. Yeah, Martin Lawrence is from Germany. Russell Wong as Clifford. Game Boy Color or Game Boy Advance? I got to go with Game Boy Color. Jackie Chan was in the Martin Lawrence TV show. Really? I didn't know that. That's interesting. That would actually make a fun pair. Like when? Why didn't they do a movie like Martin Lawrence and Jackie Chan? That would have been fun. You know, if it was like the late 90s. If you and me were brainstorming, since I have a mission to write it, Ford Fairlane too. I mean, I don't know. We have to brainstorm on that one. But I will be right back. You guys keep hanging there for a second. I got to use the bathroom real quick. But I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. All right, what did I miss? Are we back yet? Are we back yet? Are we back yet? Hey, we're back. I don't know why that happens. Every time I'm in this room, there's some kind of connection hiccup. Let me see here. Poke in the eyes, hang out, watch movies with, headbutt. Paul Feig, Fabio, Victor Salva. I'm definitely going to hang out with Fabio. I'll the eyes and knock out Victor Salva. Yeah, Captain Ron's a fun movie. Would you ever want to hear Van Damme talk without his accent? I mean, it'll be up to him. Sly, he doesn't have an accent. Um, I learned Thai with Rugged Hauer. I like to learn Italian with Joe Pesci, I guess. I've never seen The Jackal. Believe it or not, I've never seen The Jackal. Who would you cast to play the bad guy in the next Superman movie? I'm not sure. I don't know what that is, Ruben. Okay, turn into salmon, feed to grizzly bears, then feed to grizzly bears, smack in the face with a fly swatter, have kicked by a kangaroo. I'll have Harvey Weinstein get kicked by a kangaroo, uh, smack Roman Polanski, and then turn Victor Salva into salmon, so his ass can get eaten by a big ass grizzly. The Underworld films I haven't really seen. Imagine if you were an adult in the '90s. Okay, Spider-Man: No Way Home. I mean, I kind of look forward to it. I mean, I'll be checking it out here soon. Patrick Stewart or Ian McKellen? I got to go with Patrick Stewart. Three celebrity crushes. I'm going to go with Sandra Bullock, Daniel Harris, Nev Campbell. You notice one thing, they have all in common. They're all brunettes. So, yeah, Danielle, Sandra Bullock, Nev Campbell. Spider-Man retirement home. Okay, throw fireworks at, throw boots at, shoot laser eyes at Billy McCrier, Kirsten the Dominatrix, Rosie O'Donnell. I'll throw fireworks at Billy McCrier. Yeah, throw fireworks at, yeah, Toby. Shoot laser eyes at Rosie O'Donnell. Throw boots at Kirsten Dunst. Favorite robots? The Terminator. Ever heard of Amber Heard? Yes, unfortunately. Three blonde celebrity crushes. Michelle Pfeiffer. Mm, Cameron Diaz. And uh, thinking Alicia Silverstone. Why not? Okay, you have a thing for brunettes as well as blondes, also redheads. Yeah, brunettes are my favorite. Then after that, would be blondes. Then maybe dirty blonde. Then redheads. Favorite androids? I'm not sure. Yeah, Daniel Harris. Yeah, yeah, she's good in Last Boy Scout. Five Asian celebrity crushes. I guess Lucy Liu. I don't know who else to throw into that list. Same thing for like redhead celebrities. Like I don't know any redhead actresses that I crush on. Do you think Hollywood has something against redheads? Maybe there's something to that. Zap with electric eels, have donkey kick in the balls, then turn into steak and feed to hungry lions. John Moore, Seth MacFarlane, Brett Ratner. I'll zap Brett Ratner with electric eels. And again, for people out there just having fun here, I have a donkey kick, John Moore. Yeah, John Moore in the balls, and I would turn Seth MacFarlane to turn him into steak so I could feed him to the lions. Do you think Hollywood still has a problem with Asians? Yeah. Yeah, Lindsay Lohan, she's a. I like Lindsay Lohan. Bryce Dallas Howard, I didn't know she was redhead. Okay, out of those people, I would make Seth MacFarlane radioactive, send John Moore to the Bulls. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, Marky Mark. So check this out. Master Tatsu in an episode of Walker. Yeah, don't fuck with Chuck. Radiohead, I don't mind. The actresses in Jumanji films is also redhead. Yeah. Strangest music videos you ever seen, but the songs were good. I don't know. Yeah, Chuck Norris is the man. Right now, watching this episode where Master Tatsu from Ninja Turtles is getting uh, thrown around by Chuck Norris. Strangest media stories, I'm not sure. Strangest food I ever ate, I'm not sure. Nightmares, I don't have nightmares much now. TurboGrafx 16, don't know what that is. I don't know who that is, Ruben. Nighthawks, the movie. I haven't seen it, but I've always wanted to watch it. 118 Dimes. Yeah, Better Off. Yeah, Better Off Dead's a good movie. Where's my $2? Let me see here. Max Headroom, I've heard about, but I haven't seen. Favorite haunted house moment? I'm not sure. Are we back yet? Are we back? Are we back yet? Are we back yet? Are we back? Are we back? Are we back? Hey, we're back. Close my door. Yeah, we're back. Whenever I'm in my room, for some reason, the internet wants to give me some issues, like it, wants to cut in and out there a little bit. So let's sit in here for a little bit. Why not? Anton Levy, don't know who that is. Let me see here. Thoughts on Tim Allen getting replaced in Buzz Lightyear movie? Yeah, it just seems pointless to me. Like, why do it? Ice Cube, I like Ice Cube. Ice Cube, Ice T. I gotta go with Ice Cube. Yeah, for some reason, like in here, I don't know if it's because I'm closer to the modem, the internet, but for some reason, whenever I'm in my room, once in a while, the connection will cut out. Then I have to reconnect. What's up?
Mom got some stuff.
Huh?
Said mom was got me some stuff.
Like what?
Some groceries.
Oh. Okay, I'll be here. Sorry about that. I was talking to my brother there. But yeah, whenever I'm in my room, for some reason, like the connection wants to dip out a little bit more. All right, I'll tell him that, Ruben. The Church of Satan, don't know much about. Sammy Davis Jr. was a Satanist, really? The Order of Solar Temple, don't know what that is. Yeah, sometimes the internet can be a jerk. What is going on out there? What is happening? Oh, okay. I thought somebody was coming in, but nobody's coming in. Just my brother. Grand Theft Ruben says, hey. What you got? The most violent movie ever seen? Um. Maybe. I don't know. Hard to say. You and your friends should have your own MCU movies. Have a good day, Mass Singer. Yeah, I heard about Dan Aykroyd's brother passed away. What are you doing? Most dangerous stunt in the movie history? I'm not sure. Yeah, I missed Elvis a little bit. Never seen Freeway. I haven't seen any of those. I haven't seen a whole lot of anime. Yeah, Ridley Scott's a good director. I love Alien. I love Black Rain. I know lately, like the last film he did, The Last Duel, like didn't perform well, and he blamed it on millennials. I'm like, maybe nobody wants to see that type of film anymore. I've played a little bit of Sims back in the day. Would you rather live in the world of Marvel or DC? I would say Marvel. Yeah, peanut butter banana sandwich is good. Uh, I've met neighbors across the street, but you know, some of the other neighbors, like I got some neighbors over here that are uh 6 feet below, but I got neighbors over there. Haven't really met yet. Favorite console of all time, PS2. Ming Na. I don't know who that is. But I mean, for the most part, my neighbors are nice. Tony or Ridley Scott. I got to go with Tony Scott. Yeah, Prometheus I haven't seen yet. Presley. Yeah, I've heard of her. Favorite Capcom franchise? I guess Mega Man, right? That was Capcom. Graceland I haven't been to. Maybe one day. That'd be cool. Street Fighter, was that Capcom? I'm trying to think of like different Capcom properties. Graceland I haven't been to. Like I said, maybe one day. Well, I don't know who that is, Ruben. Yeah, Tony Scott made better movies. The Last Boy Scout. True Romance is great. Man on Fire is great. Yeah, Street Fighter. Okay. Are you excited for Arnold Schwarzenegger's son is now starring in a new movie? Not so much. I don't know much about him, so I can't get really the same thing with Scott Eastwood. Like I'm sure he's a nice guy, but he when it comes to actors like that, their father was either, Clint or Arnold or Sly or whoever the case may be. And there's been, some good ones in the past, like Kiefer, like some other ones. But, they have to prove themselves too. They have to pick the right projects, pick the right scripts. Yeah, I miss Sage, Stallone. Maybe this weekend I'll do StreamYard. During the week I have to work a little bit, and then I get home. I get home late, but we'll pick a night. I've never seen Driven to Kill. Kurt Russell as Santa. Yeah, I've never seen. Was it the Christmas Chronicles? I haven't seen yet. Schwarzenegger's son looks like T-800. Whatever, Jesse Ventura. Antarctica? No, I've never been there. Texas? Maybe one day. I would like to go there. Yeah, I've had a ribeye before. Yeah, spare ribs. Well, I don't know much about, Stallone's daughters. I mean, what talent do they have? I mean, they're Sly's daughters, but at the same time, you got to have a little bit of more than just looks. I mean, they're nice to look at, but it's like I said, for people like that, whether it be Scott Eastwood or these other actors out there where they have famous parents, again, they have to show what they can do. And, Scott Eastwood, he's been in different movies, he's done some stuff, but, what about on his own? I mean, they have a lot to prove. Lamburger, never had. Applebee's is good. Energy drinks, I don't like. Best and worst experiences, working at the cinema. The best experience was like, seeing free movies. The worst thing about it was not enough hours. To be honest with you, I mean, she might be good, but I just don't have a lot of interest in watching her stuff. I mean, it's not that I don't believe in her or her talent or whatever talent she has, but not everybody's cut out for it. I mean, that's just, you know, there's a reason why, guys like Clint and I think Mel Gibson has a son that's acting and Arnold, his son, you know, some actors can pull it off, like Kiefer Sutherland, he's made some great movies, but again, they have to pick the right projects, pick, what director is going to get the most out of them. Yeah, I've heard of Yu-Gi-Oh. Yeah, I like Jolly Rancher candy canes. I've seen a little bit of the Green Book. I would like to watch the rest of it, but it's a good movie. Yeah, Brandon Lee, rest in peace. But yeah, like I said earlier, I've already gone back and rewatched Hudson Hawk, so I'll be preparing my review for that, and I have to pick my night to do, my rant on Spider-Man 3 and review for Hudson Hawk, and then actually soon I'm going to start my playthroughs on Days Gone. So um, I'm going to start that hopefully this weekend. Maybe do a StreamYard again. I would not mind seeing Dragon 2, the Brandon Lee story. I mean, I'd rather just see a documentary, do a documentary on Brandon Lee. Do I miss Roy Rogers? Well, that's a little bit before my time. Sorry about that. Bruce Lee had brothers and sisters, yeah. Yeah, the Green Book, I mean, what I saw of it, like, I've seen a little bit of the film and I really liked it. So I have to get that on Blu ray someday. I don't care for Bryce Dallas Howard. I know her father is Ron Howard, but, we know who has the talent. Yeah, I know who Roy Rogers is, but I'm saying, like, his, the type of stuff he did was before my time. Am I sleepy? Um, Not really. I mean, it's just, maybe just sitting around. I can get lazy, so I can get tired if I'm just sitting around. Yeah, Wesley Snipes, should come back for Blade. Top three outdoor games you enjoyed as a kid. I mean, riding my bike. Uh, I don't know about the other two. What if you were to do what would you do if you were Spider Man? Well, I would not cry. Caitlyn Jenner, really? And at least I would be a man. If I was Spider Man, I would not be Spider Boy. Polka? Well, Flash, I'm meaning like, talking about Tobey Maguire. It's okay to cry, but it was just a joke on Tobey Maguire. I slept okay last night, but maybe I could have slept better. I haven't seen The Art of War, but I've heard about it. Yodeling, I've heard of yodeling. What would you do if you were the Flash? I don't know. I mean, well, you could travel anywhere. So, yeah, I would do that. Yeah, Billy Maguire. So don't worry, it's coming. My rant on Spider-Man 3 is coming. Favorite comic book? I don't know if I have a favorite comic book. Yeah, but that's the problem. He cries too many times in his movies. I mean, you could do a shot game out of it. Yeah, sure. Why not? Super strong. Super Pets. I haven't seen the trailer for that. Pirate movies. Back in the day, blah blah. Muppet Treasure Island was good. I used to watch that quite a bit. That was probably the only pirate movie that I watched back in the day. Wow. Batman, the Superman's dogs, whatever. Who's more attractive, Kim Kardashian or Bryce Dallas Howard? Bryce Dallas Howard, I guess. And going back to that top three blondes, um, I think it was DJ that asked earlier my top three blonde actresses. I got to go with Michelle Pfeiffer, Cameron Diaz, and Kim Basinger because I forgot about her. But I have a big crush on her. Uh, the Batman with Robert Pattinson. I've liked the trailers, so we'll see what happens. Favorite historical movie battles. I don't know if I have a favorite. Yeah, I've heard of George Soros. 2010, the Venom. Well, I mean, Venom is in Spider Man 3, so I'll be talking about that, unfortunately. What would I do if I was Spawn? I'm not sure. I don't know why I forgot about Kim Basinger, but, she's still a looker. Because I was thinking about blonde actresses, and I'm like, okay, I love Cameron Diaz, Michelle Pfeiffer, and I'm like, I know there's one more I'm forgetting about. Kim Basinger was that actress. Bridget Bardot is Licensed to Kill, too American. No, I enjoy it. It's one of my favorite Bond movies. Who cares about Kim Kardashian? But who's Bridget Bardot? Topher Grace. He's horrible in Spider-Man 3. Even though I didn't watch that 70s show. But as Eddie Brock, he was horribly miscast. Why not get, like a Jake Busey or somebody like that? Like people might scoff at that, but at least Jake Busey, he has the sort of physique. Because wasn't Eddie Brock like, and I'm not the biggest like knowledgeable on Venom, the character, but wasn't Eddie Brock, like a stocky character? All right. DC Cab, I've never seen. Believe it or not, I've never seen 16 Candles. Who else is miscast? I mean, in regards to Spider Man 3, or, I mean, there's a lot of movies where, people are miscast. Invincible, I haven't seen. Yeah, but believe it, like I said, I've never seen 16 Candles. I know, I got catching up to do. Yeah, I've never seen that 70s show. Tom Hardy, I don't mind Tom Hardy, but I just think the real issues with those movies are the scripts and the fact that, they're holding back. Like, why can't they go, all balls out instead of making it PG-13, and you're just really hampering it. And again, I'm not the most knowledgeable on Venom, but you can see the potential, and it's just wasted. I would say Tom Hardy a little bit more. Why do you think YouTube got rid of the things like inboxes and the dislike button? I'm not sure. Yeah, that's one thing too I don't understand. Like, why does Tom Hardy sound like he's had a bunch of drinks? Lily Singh, don't know who that is. Would I like to meet Stevie Wonder? Sure, why not? I've never seen Gandhi, the movie. Yeah, Stevie Wonder's still alive. Yeah, like I said, I don't mind Tom Hardy, but I just think the biggest problems with those movies are the humor is bad, the writing is bad, the direction's terrible. Who else is miscast in Spider-Man 3? Gwen Stacy. Like, I felt Emma Roberts was better. Even then, I'm not the biggest fan of the Garfield Spider-Man movies, but Emma Stone was good. Never seen Water Horse. I don't mind Ray Charles. Yeah, Super Sentai, I know what it is, but I've never seen it. Yeah, David Attenborough, yeah, I've heard of him. Am I familiar with Earth, Wind, and Fire? Yeah. What's that song that I'm thinking about? Do you remember? And that's all I know. Miscast, I just felt that she was a square peg in a round hole. I mean, just not. Yeah, Emma, was it Emma Roberts? Emma Stone? Is it Emma Stone? I'm always getting those confused. But yeah, Emma Stone. I meant Emma Stone. I don't know why I said Emma Roberts. But I liked Emma Stone. I didn't hear about that tie. I'll be alone. I mean, I guess Emma Stone. Yeah, like I said, I mean, I thought she was good as Gwen Stacy, but that's just me. Yeah, September. Quack Pack I never seen. But yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think what else I can do as far as like on the channel. I mean, I'm kind of going at random. I don't want to do any marathons anytime soon. Um, for December, I mean, I'll do some Christmas stuff and talk about holiday movies and what have you. Yeah, I would like to meet J.K. Simmons, good actor. But yeah, I mean, like as far as paid requests, I've only started doing that. I mean, uh, you know, like I did one on Home Sweet Home Alone, and then like soon after, you know, I got a couple of more requests. But that's for people out there that are interested. If not, it's fine. But I'll leave that information down below in the description box for those who like to request. Reviews, commentaries, what have you, topics. Um, but and Twitter as well. I do have Twitter, which I post quite a bit. So I always leave that down below too. Oh, really? They asked her to be in that Emma Stone in the Ghostbusters movie. I'm glad she turned it down. Back in the day, Deborah Marshall would have been cool as Gwen Stacy. Yeah, don't know who that is. Kim Basinger or Talisa Soto? I got to go with Kim Basinger. Mm. Christina Applegate as Gwen Stacy in the early '90s. Why not? Okay, who would have been a good Spider-Man in the '80s? Kind of having fun here a little bit, but who would have played Spider-Man in the '80s? What are some names? Ernest Goes to Africa. Michael J. Fox. Michael J. Fox. Tom Cruise. Okay, so I got 2 for Michael J. Fox, 1 for Tom Cruise. Do you think Kirsten Dunst was a good MJ? I think they should have gotten someone else. Michael J. Fox. Maybe Christian Slater. Fox would have been good. River Phoenix. I always thought that maybe C. Thomas Howell would have been interesting. Or Charlie Sheen, I don't know. Maybe Charlie Sheen would have been a better Harry back in the day. 80s Spider-Man villains. Yeah, maybe River Phoenix could have pulled it off. Or okay, what about Green Goblin back in the 80s? Where you go?
Check the mail.
Christopher Lloyd as Dr. Octopus, that would have been cool. Eric Stoltz, maybe as Peter Parker. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, Doc Brown. Christopher Lloyd would have been a good Vulture. So back in the 80s, who would have been Grey Goblin? Yeah, Jeff Kober. Jeff Kober would have been like trying to think who Jeff Kober would have been back in the day as a Spider-Man villain. Mr. Negative. I can't see Eastwood as Green Goblin. I can't even talk right. Murder 1600 is a good movie. Jeff Bridges in the 80s. Maybe. I've heard of Mr. Negative, but I don't know much about him. Harrison Ford. What about James Woods as the Green Goblin? James Caan. Yeah, Matthew Broderick would have been a good Harry Osborn back in the day. Lance Henriksen, I think, would have been a good Green Goblin. Norman. Yeah, Ferris Bueller's Harry. Val Kilmer. Jet Li as Spider-Man. I don't know if I could see that. What do you want? Bruce Willis as Sandman? Maybe. All right, in the 80s, who do you think would have directed? I mean, James Cameron, of course. I mean, we know about that, but what do you want? Oh, gosh. She had to make an appearance. Steve Guttenberg as Star-Lord. That would have worked. That would have been fun. The Inspector Gadget movies. Yeah, the first one sucks. Brandon Lee as Spider-Man would have been great. But yeah, I mean, Toby Hooper would have been great to direct a Spider-Man film back in the day. I mean, like I said, I know Cameron wanted to do one. I think Jan de Bont, the guy that directed Speed and Twister, I think he would have been great for a Spider-Man film. Randy Harlan for a Spider-Man film. Uh, maybe John McTiernan. Maybe maybe trying to think who else. Yeah, Brendan Fraser would have been cool as Star-Lord back in the day. I'm trying to think of other directors who would have tackled a Spider-Man film. Steve Martin as Uncle Ben. I think that would be a little bit too distracting. Like, I mean, all I could see was Steve Martin. Now you just got me thinking Steve Martin as Uncle Ben. That's all I'm going to think about now for the rest of the day. I think back in the day, like Uncle Ben would have been played by, like a Wilford Brimley or somebody like that. Maybe, maybe Wilford Brimley. Maybe, um, I don't know. I have to think about that one. The Japanese Spider-Man in the '70s. Haven't seen. He would have been alive around the same time James Stewart as Uncle Ben. Nick Nolte as Uncle Ben. Maybe now, maybe, because he's the right age. Uh, James Hong, can't see it. Favorite Spider-Man villain for me, I gotta say, Shocker. I don't know why. I've always been fascinated by Shocker. Yeah, Denzel would have been great as Black Panther. Yeah, I've heard of Rock Hudson. James Stewart. Yeah, he probably could have worked in the maybe like early '80s or something. Who would play a good '80s MJ? Um, why not Shawnee Smith? I don't know. That's an idea. I don't know why I thought about her, but maybe her. Molly Ringwald. Now I'm trying to think of other names. I mean, I say, I mentioned Shawnee Smith, but maybe, somebody like that. I mean, but I'll probably get off here in a few minutes. Gotta make some dinner. Well, first I gotta go to the store. Val Kilmer's Flash Thompson. Liam Neeson needs to do more drama instead of action. I mean, yeah, I mean, he's got to be up there. Yeah, for how much longer can Liam Neeson, keep doing these action movies? Yeah, I'll let you know. Thank you, Scotty, for jumping in here. Yeah, I'm about to get off here in a second. But yeah, I'll let you know when I do that StreamYard. Emily Proctor would have been good as Gwen Stacy. Who's Emily Proctor? Yeah, Darkman's a great movie. Classic. I got the Blu-ray. Yeah, Super Smash Brothers. Super Smash Brothers was great back in the day. I remember playing that quite a bit. The Conqueror, never seen. Chris Farley is Ned, yeah. Yeah, Robin Williams would have been great as the Riddler, but it never happened. I wish. Favorite Batman villain? I got to go with Two-Face. Vanity is Zendaya. My favorite Power Rangers season was probably the original run, Mighty Morphin. And I know that's an obvious answer, but Emilio as Captain America, I can get down for that. Yeah, I'd like to meet Austin St. John, Michael Dudikoff as Captain America. Well, guys, I think I'm gonna head off here. I got to run to the store, get some food, but thank you guys for joining in and for hanging out. Had fun here, but definitely we'll get up again. And like I said, stay tuned for my rants or my rant on Spider-Man 3, review for Hudson Hawk, and some playthroughs for Days Gone. So yeah, that's something here I'm going to be working on. But thank you everybody for joining in, and I will see you soon. Have a good day and take it easy.